Hi everybody, my name is John Ugulu and I am absolutely excited to be speaking to you today. Today I want to remind you that you've got greatness in you. I really don't know what you think about yourself. Neither do I know what people around you think about you. But I am very positive and I am quite sure that you are destined for greatness. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of optimism. Yes, it sounds like a cliche, right? But everything in life is a cliche. But it is whenever that cliche resonates with your thinking that truly matters. So I want you to listen to me and listen to me with an open heart, because you know why? Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Now, I remember when I first decided to become a public speaker. Prior to that time, I was a very shy person, like extremely shy to the extent that I couldn't even summon the courage to go on the stage and give a toast. You see, to show you how bad it was. A toast, an ordinary toast, was a problem for me. But when I made up my mind, at that point I had already realized that being shy was a limiting belief in my life. And I knew that once you are able to identify your problems, then it means that problem basically is half solved. John Muir said, "The power of imagination makes us infinite." Yes, everything happens in your subconscious mind. The ability for you to achieve a dream, a vision, a goal lies in your subconscious mind. You need to first of all accept that in your subconscious mind before it can materialize. Because that is where the driving force is. And I told myself that I was going to do anything possible to make the world's greatest, one of the world's greatest motivational speaker, that's Les Brown, be my speaking mentor. And I was always saying it. I was always using it to bother the people around me. Because when I want to get things done, the easiest way for me not to withdraw or step back from that plan is to tell it to someone. And I was always discussing this with my friends, even if they were not interested at that point. But I was doing it in such a way that nothing would make me withdraw from my dreams. And after much persistence, after much trying to reach out to Les Brown without any success, I still didn't give up. I was still very optimistic. So I want you to understand the power behind knowing what you genuinely want. Whatever you are seeking is already seeking you. You are one step away from your dreams. So if you're listening to me right now, I want you to understand one thing, that optimism is the bedrock for achieving our dreams. Everything, be it an invention, be it a goal, be it whatever, you name it, they typically first of all start as an idea. And when those ideas show up, those ideas only need optimism to help propel them to the next level. Because if you surround yourself with negative vibes, you will end up being like that person who is fond of procrastinating. Negativity drives away all good things. There is nothing good about being negative. So you must strive at all times to be around positive people. You must strive to, at all times, be around people who would increase, who would raise your internal vibration. That's why Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. If you have a positive mindset, definitely you know you can achieve whatever you want. But if you have a negative mindset, that's going to be bad for you. So I want you to search your soul deeply and ask yourself, have I been going about things the way I ought to have been going about those things? Ask yourself, why haven't I been able to achieve my dreams and my goals? And when you sit down and take down a list of all the things that you have identified, you would realize that you have too many things relating to pessimism in your life. You must be intentional about the things you absorb. You must be intentional about the people, the company that you keep. Because the company you keep plays a major role in how far you will go. If you hang around 10 broke people, or if you hang around 9 broke people, you will end up being the 10th broke person. That's why they say birds of the same feather flock together. So if you have not thought about this, I want you to reassess your network. Reassess the things you do on a daily basis. Do you feed your subconscious mind with negative things? Do you feed your subconscious mind with a lot of I cannot? This is the time for you to change that attitude. Greg Reed said, a dream written down with timelines becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed with action makes your dreams come true. So when you are filled with positivity, optimism, the next thing for you to do is to take action. So I want to talk to you about the TAR system. TAR. That's an acronym. The T stands for thought process. Yeah, let me explain that. Everything you want to accomplish in life, it could be your personal goals. It could be your business goals. It could be your career goals. They all, first of all, begin from the thoughts, the thought process. It all begins with a thought process because you have to think it over. You have to imagine it. You have to envision it. You have to walk in it in your vision, in your dreams. You have to see yourself walking in that direction. So it all begins with a thought process. But having the thought process alone will not help things come to life. And that takes us to the next word, the next alphabet, which is the A. A means action. Action is next. Just the same way you understand that your dreams and your goals and your visions have to be clear enough, you also need that action. You need to take action. You need to get up from your chair and network with the right people. You need to get up from that chair and make all the right moves. Otherwise, it wouldn't take long for limiting beliefs to creep in. Limiting beliefs are everywhere. For those who are just hearing limiting beliefs for the first time, limiting beliefs are those beliefs and convictions that prevent us from achieving our dreams and our goals. Limiting beliefs could be things such as, this dream is too big, or I don't have enough money to accomplish this, or I don't know the right people. But you don't need to have all the money in the world to accomplish your dreams. You don't need to have all the ideas. You don't need to know all the steps. No. All you need is to convert that vision into a goal. And how can you do that? By being optimistic. By writing down. Get a journal. It does not necessarily have to be expensive. Get one and start writing down. Never ever trust your memory. Research has already proved it that people who write down their dreams and write down their goals tend to accomplish those goals more than those who do not write down. There is an energy that goes with writing down. When you write down, it means you are optimistic about what you want to do. When you write down, it means you are willing to sacrifice some time, energy, and effort towards that thing you want to work on. Emily Dickinson said, "The brain is wider than the sky." Yes, it is. So if you do not learn how to be optimistic and write down things you want to accomplish, you will always get to that point where you will be confused. And when confusion comes in, because the brain is so large, it can contain so much information. Research has proved it that the brain processes millions of information within a minute. So if you don't learn how to write down, you would always get to that point where you will be confused. Because too many ideas will come in and there will be no clear direction. So writing has a way of breaking the flow of the brain. Instead of allowing the brain to think or process too many information at a time, the brain will focus on what you are putting down on paper. And when the brain focuses on anything, it typically always has results for whatever you have assigned the brain to think about. So that's where action comes in. When you conceive an idea, you need to take action by writing down. And when you write down clearly what you want, then the process on how to get this executed will follow through. So now that is action. And the last word, the last letter is the R. R stands for result. So the TAR system means thought process, which is the T, action, which is the A, and result, which is the R. Every great invention, be it the internet, the telephone, the cameras that we're currently using to communicate with you, they were all ideas from the thought process. And the inventors went ahead to take action, and they got a result. So that's what I want to remind you today who is listening to me, that optimism is paramount. Whether you like it or not, that idea that you once had or that you currently have will come to life. But right now, the choice is, do you want it to come to life through you or through someone else? Aren't you tired of seeing your dreams, your visions, your great ideas being brought to life by some other persons? Probably you talked yourself out of several dreams. I have talked myself out of several dreams and visions in the past. But now that I know better, that would be impossible to happen to me going forward. And you who is listening to me right now, I want you to also be of this positive mindset, that whatever you think of can be achieved. Richard Branson said, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are too small. And have you noticed that whenever you have a brilliant idea, there are always people around you who would want to talk you out of it, or who would want to make you feel you are not good enough for that?